All right, finally.
Okay.
So that should be fine. There we go. We are. Are we live?
I'm
Should
not,
be. It says we're live.
second, second. I'm not seeing the link, that's why.
No, I just made sure that we're live first. All right, now I'm going to attach
Okay.
the link, and we should be fine. I'm sorry for the
Okay.
delay.
No problem.
All right, I just clicked hand in again, so we should be okay now.
So let me check. Yes, it's going to be good. So, Alex. Okay. Click. And okay, there you are.
Yeah.
Very good. Um, okay, so I'm going to leave you from Teams and you can start, Alex.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I'm gonna end the call. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Awesome. So, welcome to my live stream. It feels really cool doing this for school. I usually do this for content. So, hi, sir. How are you doing? This is going to be my evaluation, task 4. I have a little intro here. So, in this task, I'll be attempting to present the plan for the live stream. I'm presenting right now, which is this one. And I'll also be attempting to assess some technical aspects of the PlayCon event that we had, kind of going on the strengths, weaknesses, what went right, what went wrong, what I learned from it overall, of course, and what I'll be changing next time. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into the presentation. So, first, I wanted to go over the strengths. I like to start on a positive note. I think communication was one of our biggest strengths. I found it amazing how well we communicated as a team, and it was people that haven't been with me in the course for 5 years. It was people that I met there, and I only knew for a couple of weeks, and I found it really cool that the communication was so there, and I couldn't have asked for a more supportive and motivating team. Teamwork was the second one. As I said, the team was super motivated, super hands-on, and everyone knew their roles. And most importantly, people helped each other out. So even if someone was on camera or audio, and someone needed a help with the script or needed help with the mics or anything else, everyone kind of chipped in, did their part, and I think that was one of our, if not our biggest strength. And obviously, equipment was one of our strengths as well because of MCOS. Thanks to MCOS, we used high quality cameras, high quality microphones, a high quality set, of course. And yeah, I think overall we just managed to get a professional and aesthetically pleasing live stream, which I'm quite happy about. As for the weaknesses, we had an audio connection issue towards the end of the stream, which was uh, quite hassling, considering we were interviewing certain important guests, and it resulted in one of the guests speaking and having the microphone which isn't working, and the other person not speaking and having the microphone which was working, which was a situation in itself. However, we live and we learn, most importantly, and I think the takeaway from that is to double check equipment and always make sure we're prepared. I think planning was a bit scarce as well. It was our first live stream, so there isn't anything we could have done better, I'd say, because we're obviously learning and experience will teach us the most. However, there were certain things which are unplanned, such as a host not showing up and then me having to step in. There were unplanned guests, and then since I was the host, I had to ask them questions which weren't in the script, so I had to literally just come up with them on the spot. And it was, some parts were just a bit scattered, but I think that's very normal for a first experience. And I think the most important takeaway is that we learned from it and we're ready for next time. So yeah, those were our main weaknesses. Audience engagement. This was something I found super interesting at the actual event because being a host, when we had ad breaks or anything, not ad breaks, but the graphic breaks and everything like that. Obviously, I was waiting at the back, and eventually I stepped back and I saw a laptop with the live chat on it, and I saw how many people were messaging and interacting, and it was really cool to see people actually there because a lot of the time first experiences would be tests or demos and there wouldn't be an actual live audience, and in this case there was, and it felt really cool having people actually watching us and interacting with the live stream. So I think on the audience engagement part we did quite well, and I think there wasn't much more I could have asked for, so I'm quite happy on that aspect. As for an overview, I think overall the stream was quite a success, even though we had some hiccups. As I said, the main lessons I learned were planning and preparation. I think that's the most important. I know that's something I lack personally in my strengths. So I think for next time I'd plan and prepare a bit better. As well as I learned how hectic an actual live streaming environment is. Streaming from home is completely different because you're in your setup. There's no one around you. There's no one yelling. There's no scripts. You sit and you stream. When you're in an environment such as PlayCon, it's completely different. And I think, especially since I want to get into this industry, that was just like a really important experience to have. So I think that's the main lesson I learned. My favorite parts, although we were to be behind the cameras for the most part, Mr. Camilleri, sorry, you let me be in front of the camera because one of the hosts wasn't there. And as you know, sir, I'm much more comfortable in front of a camera than behind one. That's just how I am. That's where my career is heading at the current moment. And although I do want to learn a lot of things behind camera, I'm much happier and much more comfortable in front of a camera. So I was very grateful to have had that opportunity. And let me read the chat. What about your setup at home? I'll get to that very soon. I'm sorry for the volume. So yeah, I'm just very grateful to have had the opportunity to be in front of the camera. As a conclusion, the experience was super fun. Although I had worked at PlayCon with Vibe FM all day before the stream, I was exhausted, but the team, the energy of the team, the motivation of the team, the hecticness, the creativity, everyone doing what they need to do, it really just motivated me to get it done. And to be honest, my energy levels went up as soon as I saw that. So I was super happy with the team. And yeah, this current live stream. So this is how the setup goes. You have a Canon EOS 90D plus a micro USB cable, and this is how it's connected. So you have a camera connected to a computer by a micro USB. Then you have EOS Utility launched, so you can see a live preview of what the 90D is seeing. Then you open OBS Studio, you add a video input source, you select the camera, and that's your video. Then you add an audio input source, which is this microphone right here, and you make sure to select this microphone right here because you don't want your laptop microphone to be your audio input source. And lastly, you have a screen capture, which is how we're seeing this presentation right here. As for the live stream, a stream key is acquired from YouTube, and then you paste that into OBS, and that's pretty much how this live stream is happening. Then you have additional components, of course. So we had lighting, which is a light up there and LEDs at the back, a tripod, which is used for the camera, and a mic stand for the mic right here. And lastly, Steve, well, he's right there because Steve is in every one of my streams, so I felt like it was only necessary to bring Steve in. But yeah, I didn't want to make the stream too bright because I really like the idea of contrast. So being bright here, especially since I have the screen on me and this light right here, I prefer to have the back a bit darker and just a slight hue to make it all interesting at the back, and then Steve adds some flavor as well. So that's pretty much how I built this setup right here. And yeah, that's all. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. If you did, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you, and thank you for the experience at PlayCon. Bye.